Welcome to Weddings Unplugged. My name is Kimberland, and today I'm here with Emily from Tampa Bay Cakes. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Good. We're glad to have you. So, how does one get into the cake business?
Oh gosh. I guess there's plenty of ways to get into it. It's staying in it that is the hard part.
Well, tell me a little bit about your journey. Like, did you always want to be a baker?
Oh no. I actually went to school. I wanted to be a historian. So I had 3 kids at home, and I would just bake their birthday cakes and cakes for my husband and stuff. And I just got used to it, and I got good at it, and it was something that everyone, was looking forward to me doing. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of spiraled into something, into a business, I guess. So yeah, I wanted to stay home with my kids and be there for them and be able to take them to school and pick them up and stuff like that. But yeah, so baking was just something I just started doing on the side, and then it just kind of turned into a business.
And how long have you been in business?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. So what was that process to go from baking for your husband and kids to actually baking for clients?
Oh, well, it was very nerve-wracking at first because, your family tells you you're good at something and you believe them, but when it comes to someone, on the outside, you're like, oh, well, charging money for something is difficult at first.
Yeah.
You don't know, your worth. So yeah, I remember my first client was my friend. I think she ordered a cake for her other friend's bridal shower. So it was nerve-wracking, but it was okay. It was good. Yeah.
So when you first started, you had a different name, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So I started off with the name Cake and Cake.
Okay.
It's just a really funny, not serious, whimsical name. My husband and I just sat in our kitchen and just thought of it. Let's just call you Cake and Pig. I love pigs, and
okay.
Something I've always been a little obsessed with is just pigs and how cute they are and stuff. So we just combined Cake and Pig, and it just came about.
Mm-hmm.
And, I started getting a little bit more serious and more into weddings, and I won my website and my name to be a little bit more professional, so we changed it to Tampa Bay Cake Company.
When you made that switch, what was that like as far as rebranding or getting your name out there now with the new name?
It was really difficult. So finding the name, first of all, was hard because I poured over like hundreds of words that meant something to me. Mm-hmm. Words that had to do with my father who passed away, words that had to do with my love of the beach and things like that. So I ended up with Tampa Bay Cake Company because my husband and I, moved up here with no family, no friends. We just kind of took a leap of faith and decided to move our family to somewhere.
Wow.
It was a little bit less crazy than Broward County, which is where we're from.
Okay.
From Fort Lauderdale area. So we decided to move to Tampa Bay, and what I do is very regional. So I don't ship cakes or anything. So
okay.
I work, with Sarasota, Clearwater, Tampa, St. Pete. So it's all Tampa Bay area. So I decided Tampa Bay meant something to me because of my husband and I just deciding to come up here and raise our family up here, and also because what I do is, like I said, it's regional.
So what makes Tampa Bay Cake stand out from all of the rest of the cake companies that are out there?
So I specialize in high-end wedding cakes. I do use quality ingredients, Couverture chocolate. I make my own fondant. I generally turn brides and grooms onto fondant when, normally their impression of fondant has been, not very good. So.
Yeah, that is thick and doesn't taste good.
Yeah, so I perfected a way to roll it really thin.
Wow.
And like I said, I make it myself, so it tastes really good. And every time I have a tasting, I bring my fondant with me so that, they can try it. And I've turned almost every single one of my brides and grooms onto fondant normally when they hadn't liked it before. So, but also I make my own sugar flowers.
Okay.
So that's something I like to do.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about that. I'm like, sugar flowers. Yeah. I guess I always assumed when flowers are on cakes that they're actual flowers, but yours are sugar, meaning they're edible?
Yeah, so they're edible materials. You don't have to worry about pesticides or dirt or anything else coming into contact with something you're going to eat. So they're made from edible materials. They're all food safe. They are put together with wires just to keep the petals on, so you don't actually eat them. And you can keep them for a long time if that's something you want to keep, like as a keepsake or memento. Put it in like a box or something and just keep it. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about any dirt or anything getting into your cake or any germs or outside anything else besides food. So every cake that comes out of my kitchen is highly customized. It's based on the couple's sense of style and taste. Their vision for their wedding. So I like to incorporate their colors, I like to incorporate their style, even details down to the seaming on their dress I can incorporate on the cake. So
Wow.
it's kind of like a summary of the wedding, like built into a cake, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, so their colors and their the details that they want in their wedding, whether it's like edible fabric or bows or just patterns, we can do that in the cake.
Wow, edible fabric. I didn't even know that was a thing. So we have edible flowers, edible fabric, and I know you have like one of the cakes back here. It looks like it's a little taller than the normal cakes I've seen.
Yeah, so my cakes are actually taller than average. They're about 5.5 inches each tier in height. Standard cakes are usually 4 inches tall.
Oh,
so
that's a lot taller.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a more elegant feel when the cakes are taller, and it serves more, so that's nice.
Nice. So that's a little freebie that they get. I love that. I love that. So what advice would you give to couples? They have found you online, for instance, and they're coming in. What type of advice would you give them to help with the design process?
I would say definitely have an idea, look around, look at Pinterest, look online to find the style of cake that you'd like. I mean, there's millions of things I can do with cake, so it helps to narrow down what your style is, whether it be you want like a showstopper cake that's like 6 tiers and like, flowers just all over it, cascading. It's nice to have an idea of what you're drawn to and what you envision for your wedding cake. I always ask my couples, what does having a beautiful cake mean to you? And it usually gives them pause and they think about it and they let me know, honestly. If they really see their cake in the center of the room, just as a piece where, their guests can come up and just admire it before they cut it. Or, if they just are okay with having their cake in the corner, just, a couple pictures here and there and, cutting it and all that. So I just like to get a feel of what they're envisioning for their cake, because then it lets me know, how detailed to make it or, how important it is to them.
Wow. So then they come in, they give you all of this stuff. What does the design process look like to get to that finished piece?
Once they show me the cakes that they like and their style and their colors and their patterns and all that, I do like to sketch it for them. I do give my clients a digital sketch of what their cake's going to look like as far as height, width, how the tiers are going to stack up, on top of each other, and the exact proportions and where the decor is going to go and the flower placement. So all those details are really important, because you don't want to not know what your cake's going to look like.
Yeah.
You're disappointed by the final product.
Right.
I want the bride to come out and see her cake and be like in awe and crying.
Yes.
So that's the best reaction I could get is something like that.
So what would you say is your special ingredient that you include in all your cakes?
I know this is kind of cheesy, but I would say it's passion. I really love what I do. I really put a lot of time and effort and uniqueness into the cakes that I make, and they're really personalized. I really try to get to know the couple to make sure that we're a good fit for each other. And I really care about what I do, and it's not just a cake for me, it's a memory.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. I can tell that this is really something that comes from the heart. And with so many bakers out there, I think that is super important for a couple to know that they're going to get somebody who wants to create the best experience for them. Where can people find you online?
So my website is tampabaycakecompany.com. I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/Tampa Bay Cake Company. Instagram, same thing. I'm on Pinterest as well. Wedding Wire.
Got it. Got it. So Tampa Bay Cake Company, thank you so much, Emily. We absolutely appreciate you. And thank you all for watching Weddings Unplugged. Again, my name is Kimberlyn. We'll see you next time.